cheerio, bonjour, hello. So again, I've already made the stupid video. Well, it's not a stupid video. I get off on it as much as you guys do, or you wouldn't be watching. But I guess I have to, that I'm a stupid boomer, and I can't get it uploaded. So I'm going to try it again this time. If this one doesn't work, it's going to end, and the next one will start, because I'm not playing this game a whole second time around. So I'm on the part 5, and I'm on chapter 8. I'm going to say a couple things, and then I have so many comments I want to get into that's really what the gist of this video is about. Sherilyn talks about if the next buyer should bless the house. Okay. If you've been watching me for a while, okay, my next statement may make some of you just click off and go away, but I believe in spirits and stuff. I lived in an A-frame house right on the Civil War battlefield, and I had a ghost that I named him George because he appeared in my world so often that I had to give him a name so I wouldn't be scared of him. But my biggest story about George is one time I was speaking out loud to myself. And I lived in an A-frame. Remember, it's just one big room. And one side of my A-frame, was my closet. It had clothing hanging on both sides. And I was speaking out loud, and I said, should I wear the pink dress or the green dress? And I went and I took a shower, and I came out, and the green dress was sticking out a little bit. Oh, there's a hair. And it wasn't up front. It wasn't hanging from the air. It was just sticking out a little bit. And at that moment, I went, George is real. And so from that moment on, I named him so that I wouldn't be scared of him. Look, you guys are going to think I'm drunk. I'm not. But I woke up at times, and my refrigerator would be wide open at the end of my bed. And I didn't go to bed with the fridge open. George was there. Sherilyn, again, just a couple quick things from the book, and then I'm going to get to comments. So I'll get to the book really next time. But Sherilyn says, was NK the catalyst? Fuck no. I would have killed her. And I wouldn't have waited 8 years. Yeah. That's just me being an asshole. But I don't understand how he dealt with that all this time. Yeah, I've got my jacket on. It's 58 degrees. But I weigh 101 pounds. And I'm a little cold. And I guess I have a cold heart. And that probably makes my blood a little thinner. And then there's my last thing about the book. And then I'm going to get to the comments. So Chris refused the psychological exam. And he refused it in the beginning, of course, because he has to. Anyone who speaks to the police without an attorney, guilty or not, is just dumb. Michael Dunn, I've told you guys, this case obsesses me. The dude shot into a carload of black kids. He was just simply a racist. He pulled in, he saw 4 black kids and went, oh, they're thugs. And they were no such thing. But then he hid. And he didn't call the police. Had he shot into him and then called the cops and said, oh my goodness, I did this, he wouldn't have been sentenced to life in prison. And I can guarantee you that. So Chris refused the psychological exam in the beginning because it would have hurt his case. It would have gone against him. But you guys have to remember, by November 18th, he had reached out to the prosecution and said, I will take this if you will not seek the death penalty. Well, then he was also offered a psychological exam in January, and he refused it. And at that one, the state was going to pay for it. He would not have had to pay for it. I'm curious why he refused it. I almost wonder if he thought they're just going to realize I'm just a fucked up dude. Oh my goodness, you kill your family and... Oh. Okay. Isabella. Hey, babe. Isabella wrote, her comment was about that long. It was a good amount. It was significant. But she, for the most part, summed up my entire case in the whole thing. Shannon treated this man like shit, and he finally got sick of it. She was much more cordial than I am. But she brings up the same things I bring up. The kids were props. Her husband was a prop. Her house was a prop. And oh my goodness, if you say she didn't have good taste, then something's wrong with you. Because she had good taste. There were maybe one or two tacky things. For the most part, she had good taste. But Cassandra said, it makes me feel like Shannon was a scammer. Okay. Again, if you're an MLM person, I'm not trying to offend you, but I don't believe you can participate in MLM without understanding it's a scam. Because only 1% of people make money, and most people aren't the 1%. So, Alpha Mom. Hi, babe. Alpha Mom has come in for many, many, many months. But she homeschooled her kids, and God bless her. So, I lived across the street from a woman, Cass, who homeschooled her kids, and that's just a different kind of drama. You never ever get a break. I mean, oh my goodness. I used to, the first 30 minutes of the day were high chaos. Got to get the kids some protein, some genuine food. And then, oh my goodness, you walk on the bus stop and you're like, oh, thank God the bus showed up. And then you had about 6.5, 7 hours to yourself. And that's when you did the laundry and clean toilets and stuff. But you were alone. Alpha Mom didn't do that. She homeschooled him. God bless you, because I could not have done that. Okay. If you've been watching me for a while, you've heard of Cassandra. Hi, Cassandra. Hey, Maria. Maria's my girlfriend who keeps an eye on the post. But Cassandra's been around a long, long time. And she brings up the shoe closet. The shoe closet's beautiful. The hot pink and the black. But I'm going to tell you something. It cost money. It didn't cost the money it costs now in 2021 because lumber is 3 times the price, and I won't get political. I will say that Joe Biden stopped domestic oil production on day 1 in office. So if you're believing any other reason why gas prices are high, you're being fooled. But Cassandra brings up that closet, how beautiful that closet was. Well, when they made that closet, Cassandra, the mortgage was paid, and yes, she still could get her fingernails done. So, Cassandra, I appreciate that you bring up that closet. But at that time, when they had the closet done, they could still afford it. And I'm totally joking. Chris was wearing 2 patches. I made a comment that was getting the second patch from the surplus in the basement, the $37,000 fucking dollars of Thrive they had in the basement. But, let me see who says it. No, didn't write it down. That CW Burn, Thrive Burn had 2 patches. So he may have been just following normal protocol. They still had lots of extra patches in their basement. I think they had lots of LuLaRoe in the basement. And then the, what's it called? It was also a Work Now. There's an MLM that was the same. Adam Newsom owned it. WeWork. I think there was a WeWork where you wrap saran wrap around your body or something, and you're supposed to get skinny from the saran wrap. She was in that one also. 411 now does not note how much saran wrap she had in her basement. Susie Q, I'm glad you found me. Thank you. Thank you for saying something. Susie Q watches J for Justice. And I love J for Justice, but I want to listen to my videos. I don't want to watch them. But Susie Q thought me, J for Justice, and straight up talking nonsense were just mean people. But Susie Q finally figured out we were simply speaking reality. AR. Okay. I was making a video and it cut out, so I don't know if I already brought this up because now the second time I'm making the video. I don't think it is. AR is an RN. She's a registered nurse. And if you guys don't know, a registered nurse has to go to school almost as much as a doctor. So if you're going to see a PA, a physician's assistant, they've gone to school exactly as much as same as a doctor. But an RN has gone to school extra. So have some more respect for an RN. But AR, my RN girlfriend, says, not a fucking chance. She had lupus. If you've been watching me for a while, you know we dug through the autopsy, and then we dug through medical stuff, and it didn't equal out. Chick didn't have lupus. Unfortunately, Shannon was so terribly insecure, so she needed to make things up so that people would look at her and say, oh my goodness, you're better than I am. And then I'm going to shut this down. Evie Mitts. How you doing, babe? Or babe or dude, not sure. You've been around a while also. She talks about you never see any duplicated outfits in these pictures. It's like the Kardashians. But thank God they don't have that big fucking dumb ass. Hey, ladies, that big ass, it's gross. Gross. No duplicated outfits. Think about how much money she spent on Bella as a baby. I've already said I would have probably done the same thing. But I figured it out very quickly. My kid, who had a penis, who now doesn't have a penis, drama. I figured out he lived in onesies. I didn't need all that money or all those clothing for the second kids. Okay, I'm going to shut this down with one last thing I just remembered. I called Oscar a lab. He's not. He's a golden retriever, and I'm just a dumbass. I dye my hair blonde so that when I'm stupid, I have an excuse. You're still watching right now. I'm shocked. Oh my goodness, I'm shocked. God bless America. Hit like, hit subscribe.